Hey guys, it is Saturday here in West Virginia, and as I mentioned yesterday in our Free It Friday video, that I was going to do an unboxing on the latest 2025 Hot Wheels mystery models, and that would be Series 3. We have the chase set to show you guys. I don't know whether to call it a chase set or not, because the promotions I've heard and such is just that number one is a chase car, but they also do highlight number 2 and 3 on the packages, and they do have limited runs of 2 and 3, but not like number 1. But with this number 1, I've noticed that they started putting 1 in each box, or I just got lucky and there was 1 in each of my 4 boxes at my Walmart. Usually there's 2 boxes per case, and only one of those boxes would have a chase model. That's the way it was with Series 2 with the VW Bug and some of the mystery models I had found last year. But now it's back to the way it was, I don't know, a few years ago when they used to put 1 in every box. So that's what I found with this Lamborghini Aventador, is that there's 1 in each box. At least that's my luck, what I had found. So, and I don't know if the same people are watching today as they were yesterday, but this car here I had some questions about. It is my newest creation for a like barn find patinaed 1969 GTX. The car, the nice blue Plymouth that was in my video last week, was actually a 1968 Roadrunner. It was not a GTX, although it is pretty much the same car. They're both based on a satellite, but this is also a 69. That one was a 68, which they're also, once again, pretty similar cars. But anyways, this is actually a fairly rare car. It's a one of 912 special exclusive for I forget which store. But anyways, it had some issues with the paint around the front wheel openings, and I tried to fix it, and I messed it up, and I took the nail polish remover that I use to remove tampos all the time, and I tried to remove it, and it ended up dulling out the paint on the fender. So I just went ahead and made a beater out of it. So that's what happened. So now when I buy another one, I need to make sure it's perfect and doesn't need any kind of touch-up work, because the paint on that car is very thin. At least the clear coat is very thin, I should say. So back to our mystery models. We're going to go to number 1. Here it's the package. Hot Wheels Mystery Models Series 3. And this is number 1, but I hate these new packages because you do not have any window in the package to show you which one is which. So it makes things very complicated, and the UPC code numbers are all the same. So basically all you can do is kind of fill around and fill the car and the details. But some of those mystery model fantasy cars kind of feel like some of these vehicles. The Lamborghini I got to fill for when I found the first one, but I ended up getting a couple of fantasy cars that I thought were the Lotus and the Aston Martin. But here is number 1, the Lamborghini Aventador J. Pretty cool car. Here's the sticker that comes with it. They're nothing that fancy. It's just kind of like the color of the car in the background with the Hot Wheels logo. And that's pretty much it. And here's the car. I don't know, the Lamborghini Aventador I do like, but this style, this roadster style, I'm not really digging. I don't know if it has like capsules that go over the compartments. I don't think so, but it might. But anyways, yeah, this is definitely not like an all-weather vehicle. I like the coupes and things like that. And this don't even have much of a windshield either to protect you from stuff. You almost need a full face helmet while driving this car in the city or on the highway and stuff, especially if you take it out somewhere where you have no limits, like the Autobahn or something. So yeah, anyways, it's a cool car. It's just not for me. Nice details though. You got the Lambo emblem on the header panel, the headlight tampos, black racing stripes, and with this color, it's really hard to tell about taillight tampos, but yeah, I can kind of see now it doesn't have any. Because yeah, it is like an orangish red. So the bright red for a taillight would have popped, but it's not there. So, not a bad looking car. And the one thing cool about this set, it's not like the last one. The last one with the VW Bug and the other two cars, they weren't really, I know, similar in certain ways. I think one was a WRX, the hatchback style, and then the VW Bug and something else. And I just didn't feel the like common features of both of them now, or in all three of them. I can't remember what the third one was, but this set here is really cool because they're all European exotic cars, and it's been a while since we've seen some Euro exotics in the mystery series. So now let me see if this is number 2. Yes, here's number 2's sticker. This is the Aston Martin Valhalla concept. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what I'm going with. Valhalla. And this is, I think, the first time it's been in like a main line, I think, but I may be wrong about that. I just recall, like, the first time this thing appeared was in a premium series. I think it was in the Exotic MV was its first appearance, I believe. But I might be wrong. I don't know, though. And it may have popped up in the main line since then. I think it did. Because this thing's a little older than I thought it was. But this one looks good. The wheel choice, everything on it looks good. The green color isn't bad. It's got headlight tampos too. The Aston Martin badge on the header panel. No taillight details though. And there we go. It's focused. But this is not a car that I really liked. Actually, it's still, like, now I do know for sure, it's warming the pegs at my Walmart because we have some of the Exotic Envy left over with this car in it. It was like a burgundy color or something like that, and it's still there hanging on the pegs. It's not a very sought-after Euro exotic concept, so I would really advise Aston Martin not to make make it a real production car. Hopefully it's still concept and that's all it'll ever make. So anyways, here is number 3, the Lotus Amira, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly or not. But this is the third one. And if you notice on the baggie, there is number 1, your major mystery guy there with the question mark over it. And then here's number 3 coming in next to it, but you really can't tell what it is. In a way, I thought it was a Ferrari, the way it looked, but then I started reading on the box what cars were there. They named the first 3, and then the others they didn't. And then this, you can see it, and you can also see like an Aston Martin badge there, but it's really hard to make out. So I honestly did not know what any of them was. I was hoping for a Ferrari, but as I said, once I read the box and seen what I was looking for, I was like, okay. It's a Lotus, not a Ferrari. So here is the Lotus Emira. And it is not a bad looking car either. I like this charcoal gray metallic Lotus emblem, and then the detail with the stripe with the number 3 in it, the yellow outline with the Lotus emblem there, the headlight tampos, very slick looking car. And this one does have tail light tampos and Lotus printed across the back. This is actually a really nice mystery model. This is the nicest one of the 3 in my opinion, when it comes to detail anyways. And those 10-spoke wheels are a nice one to run on the exotics, and it is the same diameter all the way around. That is cool. So it looks much more realistic. This one also has the same diameter all the way around. The Lambo doesn't. Then the Lambo, it kind of gives it the cartoonish look. But I do like those 5 spokes. I'm not sure. I think they're PR5s without the trim on them, is what it looks like. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, that is your new Series 3 Mystery Models chase set, if that's what you want to call it. This is the main chase here that has a question mark over it and the blackout on the bag. But if you look on the side of the box, it still is blacked out and has a question mark, but it says Lamborghini Aventador J underneath the black out silhouette picture. And then you have the silhouettes of these guys, but they're colored in. You can see exactly what you're looking for. And as I mentioned, it's kind of tough with this lineup trying to fill through the bag and see what you're getting, because as you can see, a lot of these cars have nice curves and contours to them. Like this one here could probably throw you off for the Emira because the bulges over the front wheels and such. So yeah, some of them are a little bit tough, but now I may not be aware of something, I may be missing something, but there is no difference in the number on the barcode. And here with this number F712B, F712B, so it's all the same. And then yeah, the Y8127, Y8127, yeah, there's nothing that indicates what you're holding in your hand. There's no like QR code that you can scan and it may show you what's in the package. There's no window to look into anymore. Now there's a number here that may help you out a little bit. U24N02. And let me see what this one has. Here you go. U25N01. And then 02. So there's your number that indicates what you're looking at. I'll be damned. I just now seen those. And then, well, here's 01 again. And 02. I must have put the Emira in the Aventador's bag on accident. So, anyways, there's how you can tell. I did not know that when I was looking at them. Now I know. So that it is printed there. So, well, glad I found that to show you guys. So, anyways, that's how you find out which one's in the bag now. That's pretty cool. So that could save a little bit of time of just filling around what they are. Now I know. So when Series 4 comes out or Series 1 for 2026 comes out, I know what I'll be looking for. Those black printed numbers on the bag under the folded area where it's sealed. You just fold that down and voila, there's your number. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it for today, and we will be back again on Monday for our Mopar Monday. Thanks for watching.